That's right. You know, by the banjo, the Showdown Hoedown's back, the flagship of my station. I will tell you, this might be the shortest Showdown Hoedown I ever do. Well, because it's the off-season, only like 250, 300 of you hardos are even going to watch this shit. It's not like I'm finding anybody new, but I still want to put it out there for you hardos. I like you, sweaty bastards. Yeah, I like the cut of your jib, okay? So, in case you don't know, this is some random dude just finding me. Welcome, new guy. Glad you're here. This is the Degenerate 75. Why don't you go drop me a follow on Twitter, right? So I can get to 3,000. I think I'm going to get there tonight, which is weird. Also, check out this big-ass schedule right here. If you don't know, the big guy does a lot of work. If you're watching a golf show, you should probably know I do the emergency stream every Wednesday, which is starting to become the bedrock of what every sharp should watch before they make their lineups on Wednesday. I also do this show Friday and Saturday night, Showdown Hoedown for round 3 and round 4, where we break down, you'll never believe this, the Showdown slate. So that's what we'll be doing. I also do football. As you can see, I do Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. That's the Showdown Hoedown 2. Also do a week-long preview and a Final Thoughts Tuesday and Thursday. And, of course, I do college football on Friday, but nobody likes to win money, so fuck it. Just me and my 12 friends will watch it. Cool. All right, so that is what we do here. Maybe if you like the cut of my jib, don't forget to go like and subscribe. Maybe the YouTube algorithm will be like, hey, not fuck this guy today. Let's actually show his video to people. I know, I'm a dreamer. So let's get going. I'm not going to spend long on this video because, there's not a whole lot of like crazy new strategies and not a lot of stuff. If you've watched this show 100 times, I don't have to spend a lot of time on the lessons and the rules, right? So first of all, just a couple takeaways. The cut is definitely going to be -2, as you can see, 100% going to be -2. But here's my big takeaway, and I don't want to pat myself on the back too hard, but I do want a little bit, okay? So everybody said birdie fest. There's going to be a birdie fest. Okay, first of all, the first day the course played over par, and today it only played 1 shot under. This ain't been no birdie fest, right? I'm feeling pretty good about my prediction. The winning score is going to be -18. That was my guess, and I think I said it could be even lower. We'll see. More than anything, I said the 5th place score will probably be like -13 or 14 or something, whatever the fuck I said, and I'm still feeling pretty good about that. So the course is playing a little bit harder. Why does that matter? Well, because when a course plays harder, I think that certain players have a better opportunity of performing well. That's why that matters, Bob. And it's not like the conditions have been weird. Matter of fact, the weirdest thing I can tell you is look at this. In the afternoon, 2 days in a row, the afternoon outscored the morning. That's why I was very reluctant to play Showdown today, is because after what I saw yesterday, I wasn't so convinced that the morning guys were going to have it easier today. So I didn't put a video out for my Discord. I personally didn't play any lineups because I had a sneaking suspicion that the afternoon might shoot just as easy, if not a little bit easier than the morning, because we just saw it yesterday. And because of that, I didn't play Showdown today. So we got to keep that in mind when we're making our lineups for tomorrow, right? Speaking of that, let's go see the contest. As you can imagine, DraftKings doesn't love us. They only put out a $40,000 contest, mother fathers, which you know will feel way too quick. 25% up top. We never love that. 10th place is only 1/50th of first. Fuck me. They're just not going to put out great contests with college football going on and baseball going on and this thing called the NFL going on. So, if you want to get in here, I really encourage you to look at the $44 contest, the $100 single entry, the $10 resurgence, the $5 single entry. Those are probably better bangs for your buck. But this is the problem with Showdown in the offseason, right? Or the offseason, the swing season, excuse me, is that we're always going to be treated like the bastard child, right? And because of that, we're just going to have to put up with shittier contests. That's just the world we play in, right? So not a lot of bitching we can do about it because none of the contests are going to be great. You want great contests? Check back in February when football's over, and those showdowns will be sexy again. So there's your contest selection for tomorrow. Matter of fact, maybe even experiment with a little cash because I am 13 for 16 in playing Saturday and Sunday cash. Right? Basically, I just go play the guys that no one else wants to play. I'll talk about it on my Discord video tonight. I think that might be the only thing I play tomorrow. It's just a whole bunch of double ups and 50-50s. Hey, new guy. What's the first thing we check? That's right. You already knew the answer. You're not a new guy, you mother father. We check the weather. And so for tomorrow, it would appear that we should play the morning guys. Look at that. Look at those guys going off bright and early in the morning. 5-mile-an-hour winds, nice and easy. But I'm telling you, there's something about this course that's going on. Because look at today. It said the same thing. Nice light winds in the morning. Yeah, it was a little gustier, but the sustained winds were lower. And then it was supposed to pick up a little bit this afternoon, yet the afternoon guys have shot better. So I think it might have a little bit to do with just it being cold. When those guys are out there in the morning, it's fucking freezing out there. So maybe the course needs to warm up a little bit, because it seems like you were kind of seeing the Goldilocks of scoring from about 11 to 3. That's when the guys are really roasting the course. Guys finishing their early round and guys taking off in the afternoon. So maybe that's the Goldilocks zone before the course has a chance to bake out. It almost needs to thaw out or something. That's my theory. I don't know the answer, Bob. I don't think anybody does. So I don't know if I love guys going off tomorrow when it's 54, 55, 63 degrees, right? I want these guys going off more like 10 o'clock. Yes, they're going to have to play in some slightly windier conditions, but come on, dude. It's 9 miles an hour. 9 miles an hour is hardly anything. And you see the same thing here, right? They got it pretty light in the morning, and then it picks up to, they got it getting up to 11 at the peak of the day, right? And then the last one is the Weather Channel. A wise old man is dying words to me where I've heard the Weather Channel does weather. I didn't know what the hell it meant till today. Now I know. Same thing. They actually only have it getting up to 8 tomorrow afternoon on the Weather Channel. So long story short, I'm actually not factoring in the weather, other than I don't really like guys going off super early. So those first, 5 or 10 groups that are going off super early, I think they're going to play a couple holes higher than they should. So that's something to consider. Especially in GPPs, right? I know playing early guys on Saturdays is usually a big edge, but man, you'd be a fool not to acknowledge what's happened the first 2 days. Those guys going off early spin their wheels for a long time. Even the guys that had really good rounds today, go look at their rounds. They did not start to have really good rounds until later on, right? Grillo wasn't exactly lighting up the course, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's warm? Let's go roast this bitch. So there you go. Hey, make sure to go drop a like and a sub. The channel, no ads. That's all I ask in return, right? Let's get to it here. The tournament's still going on, you motherfather. I got to do college football night, NFL football night, 2 Discord videos, make my spreadsheet. So you know what? It's coming out a little bit early, but here's what you do. You're a grown-ass man. You go to Data Golf, and you just go click at live tournament stats. Okay, if you want to know where it's at, it's right here. It says live tournament stats right there. This is all free. It's not behind a paywall. And you go look at this shit yourself, because I'm not here to give you picks. I'm not a tout. All right, so the cut is definitely going to be -2. So always a good place to start are who are guys that just squeezed into the cut, right? Like who just made it. I thought I saw Woodland a second ago was backdooring it. Gare Bear. Oh, he gave a bogey. That's not good. So Gary might not get there after all. Okay, so Gary's not making it. Oh, look at Hadwin backdooring it on the number. Yeah, I gotta love it. So there you go. Those are some guys. These guys down here at -2. Always a decent place to start typically, right? Because they're going to naturally be lower owned because there's this perceived thing that they're not playing as good as the other guys, and so I can't play them. And that's like on Saturday, that shit don't matter, right? There's no position points. All these players are even in the eyes of God, okay? And so because of that, you should always play these guys down here at the bottom because you're basically just getting a ownership discount, right? And a lot of times they're playing an easier course. I will tell you tomorrow, as I already said, I am a little scared about those guys going out the very earliest. So before you make your lineups, go check, because there's going to be you can see there's a lot of guys at -2. And some of those guys could be going off 2 hours after tee time start, right? Like the very first -2 guys will probably be going off around 7 a.m. The later ones might not be going off till 9 or 9:10. And by that time, I think those are the kind of guys you want to target. I don't think the weather or a cold course is going to affect them at all, right? So I'm going to start down here, and that's the first place I'm going to look. I always want to see a guy that shit the bed today. Like right off the bat, give me some Will Gordon, right? Oh, I can't play him. He was horrific today. Okay, I'll play him. Don't play him. I also love big names that just like barely got in, right? Perfect example, Adam Hadwin, right? You know he barely saved some people's bacon today by getting in there. I also like another one, this is just me being a child, but I love to see chalk donkeys that made the cut, like Taylor Montgomery. Oh, I'm playing the one guy I'm definitely playing tomorrow is Taylor Montgomery, because if those fucking chalk donkeys are going to get there, I'm joining them at the finish line, okay? So let's get there, chalk donkeys. Who else? I'm trying to think. I thought there was another big... Oh, yeah, Dean Burmeister. Give me all the Burmeister. What was he, 58 under last time I looked? Look at that. Three strokes around the green. Chalk donkeys, you'll always get there. You're awesome. You know something I don't. Okay, clearly you know something about this world I don't know. So that's what I'm looking at. I will tell you this. Because there's not as many tout sites making information for tomorrow, I do think that a very good thing to look at is ball striking. Go look at some guys that are ball striking that really aren't getting it done on and around the greens, right? That is a great thing to look at. Like Russell Knox picking up 3 strokes on approach today, sick. Give me some Russell Knox, right? Sam Burns, Okay, Sam Burns is going to be so owned tomorrow, but Jesus, his stats look exactly what you want to see, right? He's ball striking the hell out of it, and he is not getting it done on the greens. However, I got a theory for you. What if people are already playing him so heavy and week long, they decide they don't want to double down and play him at Showdown? I'm just saying. It's a theory. It is a theory. Other guys, these are the kind of guys I'm going to be targeting. I'm not going to hold your hand on everyone, but anytime you see a guy that is ball striking the hell out of it, and like Kevin Streelman giving it, well, okay, he picked up most of them on the green, but he also killed himself around the green. Same thing with Michael Gligic, 4.6 on putting. That is so gross. Look at Brandon Matthews. Look at that. He is playing great today, other than the fact he's lost 3.5 strokes putting, right? These are some concerning statistics there. But, like, those are anomalies, right? Like Luke List getting it done. Marty Zhang getting it done. These are guys I'm going to look at, because normally I say you don't just go look at ball striking guys who are bad at putting, but the only reason I say that is because that's what all the stupid fucking tout sites are telling people to do, and so it naturally inflates their ownership. And I'm saying that you shouldn't pay an ownership premium just because the tout sites are saying it, but I don't think those tout sites are going to be saying shit tonight. Other things I'm looking at is who killed it today. Mackenzie Hughes, Emiliano Grillo, Sepp Straka, Dietrich, Stallings, Hardy. He got there. Let's go. Dean Burmeister, Westmore. I'm not playing any of these guys. If they had a great round today, I'm not going to pay an ownership premium tomorrow, because first of all, none of these guys are world-class golfers. So what are the chances they're going to put together 99 percentile rounds 2 days in a row? Not a chance. What I really want to see is I want to go down here to the -2, -3 guys, and I want to see guys who shot over par today. Brian Stewart, he sucks. I could never play him. Or you could. Right? Who's another one? Well, I already said Brandon Matthews. Let's see. God, did anybody shoot over par today? Apparently not. If you made the cut. Man, I cannot believe anybody. All right. CT Pan, even today. Watch him make sure he makes the cut. He still has 3 holes left, right? CT Pan shot even today. He could never play good tomorrow. Or he could. Justin Lauer shot even today. Could never play good tomorrow. Or he could. So get out of here with your rules. Give me those guys who are going to be lower owned tomorrow, right? That's what I'm going to be going for. Tomorrow's a leverage game. Just get the lower owned guys, and if they go spike the nuts, you are going to put yourself in a position to truly win a GPP. That's what you should be looking for, right? The other thing is consider guys that are ball striking, maybe guys that had a bad round putting, especially if they're typically good putters, and guys who lost it around the greens. Lastly, just remember, the further down they are in the standings, probably the lower owned they'll be. Right? That's just a good general rule, because there's no real big stars down here, right? So if you want a big name that just barely made the cut, really the only one down here that you would even kind of consider that, I guess, would probably be Adam Hadwin, right? I don't really see, I guess, Patrick Rogers. Fuck that guy. Look at that. He sucks so bad. People play him. Okay, so that's it, man. I told you this is going to be short and sweet and to the point. I'm going to make a video for the old Discord over here. If you don't know, I have a Patreon. You just go. It's in the description. We're almost at 300 people. It is growing like crazy. I do golf content over there, NFL content, college football content. I give them way more than I give you, and that's the reason there's no ads on this video. So if you can't respect that, I don't give a shit. I will tell you one last thing we'll look at is here is round 3 scores over the past 12 rounds, right? If you want a couple ones that are kind of low, go check out Nasty Nate Lashley. He's good at Saturday scoring. Andrew Putnam is good, who apparently spun his wheels today. Give me an old bounce back, Putnam. Chris Kirk is a good Saturday score. Russell Knox spun his wheels is a good Saturday score. Tigala's a good Saturday score, but that prick missed the cut, so I wouldn't play him if I were you. It's a bold strategy. And as always, go check out Cut Sweats. Use my code DGen75. As you can see, it looks like the cut rate's going to be about 8%. 8%. So that's where we're at. Come check out all my shit. Come check out the Discord. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back tomorrow for round 4 showdown, where, as you all know, there's way more strategy because people love fake position points, morons. So I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you kick some ass tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy my outro.